Hello, this is M. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to have a quick overview about the review and draw menu options in Excel. And let's get started by adding them, because as you can see, we don't have them yet added to our menu options. So let me go to File, Options, then to Customize Ribbon, and to activate from here the draw and review options. And now we have the review here and we have the draw menu here. Let's start by the review menu option, because we will see which is the reason behind of having this approach, and we will link the two menu options together today. This is the reason for creating one video for both of them. Let's start by doing one thing, a quick jump into Home, Analyze Data, and then populating with some data. And what we can do is simply to go to the review and have a quick overview about the workbook statistics. And we can see that we have the end of the sheet E76, which is correct because it's actually E76. We have cells in the data, cells with data 380. We have one table, 0 formulas, and only one sheet. If we duplicate that sheet, we create a copy, we move it to the end, we remake the same process, and we can see now that we have two sheets with 760, which is exactly the double of 380, and we have two tables. So you can have a quick overview about your workbook statistics. Then if you have some text and you need to check your spelling, you can click on the spelling from the beginning of the document. If it's correct, you will get that confirmation. If not, you will have the highlights and you will be able to make the corrections. Then let's say that I'm not sure about what rating is, and I want to look up in Thesaurus in the dictionary to see exactly which kind of data we have. And here we have in fact a sort of a dictionary where we can look up for items and then to simply look for them. So it's freely editable, or if not, if you select something from your workbook and then you click on Thesaurus, that will search for that exact word or the reference that you are looking for. The workbook statistics, we just saw it. And then for the check compatibility, this is a compatibility check for different versions of Excel. So that might depend on the version that you are running, the version that the people that are going to open your Excel, your created Excel, are having. So this is quite complex in terms of options, but you can also have the accessibility check just to be sure that you are on the same page with the others, or some features might not work if the version is before your current version of Excel. The SmartLookup, quite similar with Thesaurus, allows you, for instance, to look up for one thing. Here we have the year still selected. When we clicked on SmartLookup, it started to look up like in a browser overview with definition, images, everything that you might need about that specific topic. So you can have an overview and better understand what you have in your Excel file. You can look for the SmartLookup as an embedded browser within your Excel file. Then for the translation, we can say, for instance, that we are going to put here an Italian term, and then take that Italian term, and Italian was detected automatically. And then if we go and select that we want to see which is the translation in English, that it sells. So you also have the translator, a translator built in So if there is something that you don't understand, you can simply look up for the translation using that translation option in your file. Then for the comments, we can see that we have the new comment, but we don't have the option to delete to view the previous added comment or next added comment. So if we click on new comment, we can add here hello, then add hello to you, and so on and so forth. So we can have the comments. Then for the previous and next comments, what we can see, it's actually the comments that we're adding on. So if you have multiple comments, you can see, you can play with those function, and then you can also use the show comments option to see all the comments that you have in your Excel file. So let's go ahead and just delete that comment, and as soon as we press on delete, that comment will disappear. You can also add some notes which are very similar with the comments. If you click there, you add the new note, and that note you can simply adjust it to the size that you prefer, and here you can put your text as you wish. So that might be useful whenever you need to add a comment. It's very similar with a comment, but in fact it's actually a note. If you have that note added, then you can right click, edit your note, or delete your note. It's that easy. Then the protect sheet option will allow you to freeze or to block some changes. You can select from here the changes that you want to have, and then you can also add your own password for allowing or not those changes. So for the protect sheet, that will protect your worksheet, and for those specific actions that you specified with a protected password. The protect workbook, it's doing the same, but it's working at the structure level. You can add a password if you want to, and then to protect your Excel structure. The Windows option was available for Excel 2007, 2010. Now it's no longer supported. It's still there, present, unticked, but you can protect your structure using the protect structure option that you have here, the protect workbook. Then allow edit ranges. If you go to protect sheet, you will have exactly what we saw in the protect sheet option. If not, you can, if you are working in a organizational or shared the division, so you are working in a company, you can select a password for range, and then to add the permissions for users within your company. So you can also interact with them and give them different privileges among your in that case professional or business needs. So let's close this one and then continue with the next one, which is grid out. It's unshared workbook because this is not a shared workbook. If it was, you would have had the opportunity to unshare the workbook and keep it for yourself. And before going to the ink option, let's quickly go to the drawings, to the draw menu, where we have some pencils, and from here we can, for instance, take one color and start drawing things. So I'm drawing this, and then getting back to review, and if I click on the hide ink, that will hide my drawing. So this is exactly what hide ink is doing, and you can use it at any time. And then let's continue with the drawing options. What we have here, as we saw, we can use multiple colors. We can play with those ones, and we can do whatever we want to do. And this is what the drawing is doing. If you want to erase them, you have some options, and you can use the eraser for erasing some parts of them, just like we saw for the review option, the hiding. Then what we can also do in the drawing menu, we can turn that drawing into a shape, so we can have a permanent view of the drawing as a shape. We can also replay what we did with the ink, so we can see exactly step by step what we did. But here for the drawing, aside of drawing things in Excel, I would highlight the ink to matte, which can be very useful when working with mathematical and trigonometry formulas. So you can actually write your formula if you have a pen, or if you have a on-screen display, so a touchscreen display, then you can also use those ones. But I would highlight this option, and I would link it with what you saw in the video dedicated to the insert functions, where we saw that we can add a formula. So we can add the formula here, but also what we can do, it's also to leverage that ink to matte, which is not obvious that it's present in the drawing options, but actually what we're doing, we are drawing. So let's draw a 1 + 1, and Excel will know what you are going to write here. So it also embedded that in our formula. So that's a quick overview about what the review and draw menu options are doing in Excel. If you have any kind of comments or questions, please ask them in the comment field below. Thank you all for watching. Please do like this video, subscribe to my channel. Have a perfect day. See you soon. Bye bye.